My name is Amene, and today I'll be talking about overcoming adversity. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. He went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. But he never gave up, and now he is the greatest player to ever play the game. He led his team to win 6 NBA championships. Thomas Edison, in school, was called by a teacher that he was too stupid to learn anything, and that he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. What did he do? He created the light bulb. But it wasn't easy. People say he tried 10,000 times before he created the light bulb. And they asked him, before you created the light bulb, did you fail 10,000 times? He said, no, I just know 10,000 ways that don't work. Almost every person who has become successful has faced challenges, obstacles, and fallen so many times. But at the end, they make it. You know why? Because they never give up. They always work hard to achieve their goals and prove everyone who doubted them wrong. Oprah Winfrey was demoted as a news anchor because she wasn't fit for television. And what is she doing now? She is the host of a multi-award-winning talk show and is the most influential woman in the world. Get anyone. For example, Amene, a high school dropout, whose personal struggles with drugs and poverty culminated in an unsuccessful suicide attempt. And now he is a 13-time Grammy Award winner and has sold over 90 million albums worldwide. Dr. Seuss, best-selling children's author in history. You know his first book was rejected by 27 publishers? Another example, Jay-Z, for instance. He was rejected from every label in the music industry. So did he give up on his dream of becoming a professional rapper? No. He started his own record label. Now he is one of the world's best-selling artists of all time, having sold more than 100 million records, while receiving 21 Grammy Awards for his musical work. Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You have to believe that something different can happen. A person who says he can and a person who says he can't are both usually right. You have to dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it sounds to the people. You have to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of us won't be successful because when we're studying, we get tired, we quit. People say, I didn't do well in math. You're right, because you never study. I'm not good at writing because you have never written before. Talents you have naturally, but skill is only developed by hours and hours of beating on your craft. You know now that if you want to be successful, you have to work your ass off. You have to work every day. You have to work hard every day. No breaks, no weekends, no cheat day, no rest day. No one can get success easily. You have to work hard for it, period. Motivation is a good way to take those first steps towards your dreams and goals. But the thing about motivation is, it's temporary. Let me give you an example that probably everybody has noticed. In January, the gym is completely packed because everyone made New Year's resolution to lose weight and now they're motivated to do that. But 2 weeks later, what happens to the gym? It goes completely back to normal because that motivation was temporary. Motivation is actually a good thing. You need something that gets you up in the morning and gets you excited to do what you're going to do. But what we learned from that example I gave you about the gym is that motivation is great for getting you started, but it's horrible for getting you to finish. You know what is great for helping you to finish what you started? Good habits. Humans are habitual creatures, and there's evidence of that everywhere. For example, in school, there are no assigned seats. You have the freedom to sit anywhere you want. But we find ourselves choosing the exact same seat day after day. Why? Because we find comfort in habits. Our brain is wired that way. Psychologists have found that almost everything you do is part of a habit. It could be a good habit like brushing your teeth, or a bad habit like procrastinating. It's all the same. Your brain can't tell if it's a good habit or a bad habit. So every time you bite your nails, or every time you hit the snooze button, you are adding one more brick to your pyramid of bad habits. The scary part is that it's actually satisfying your brain. because your brain just likes habits. Doesn't matter if it's a good one or a bad one. As you can probably imagine, it is much easier to feed our minds with bad habits than it is with good ones. But the thing that snaps me back to reality is to think about it like this. Everything you hate about yourself is because of a bad habit. Everything you want to change, everything you can't seem to accomplish is because of this reason. The good thing is, as easy as you can feed your mind with bad habits, that's how easy you can feed your mind with good habits. You need good habits because they serve as a foundation to keep you on track when your motivation runs out. When implemented properly, good habits make it so that if you miss a day of doing it, you start feeling weird, like something is missing. For example, you brush your teeth every day, or at least I hope you do. Now think about it. If you just stop brushing your teeth for 2 days, how will you feel? You'll feel disgusted and incomplete. This is a small example on how your brain will make you feel bad when not following a good habit. In conclusion, make a choice. Like, just decide who you're going to be and how you're going to do it. And follow that dream, that goal you have. Work hard towards it. There's going to be hard times where you fail and face challenges, but remember never to give up. You have to overcome those sad moments and challenges and keep working toward your dream. And eventually, you'll reach your dream and become successful. Thank you for listening to my speech.